Hey, what's up? We're playing Lootbound. I played the demo for like 3 hours. I did one run, and this might be a Game of the Year contender for me. Like, it's amazing. Let's get going. Oh, it doesn't retain my demo progress, and the music is a bit loud. We'll deal with it for a bit. Actually, I'll turn it down in OBS. Okay, I can go in the settings now. Alright, this should be alright. Let's try it at 3 and see if that's too loud or not. So, at the beginning, okay, so I just want to go back one step, if I can please. So, the way this works is you have a bunch of different buildings that I don't know much about, but I think there is overall progression in the game, and each of those buildings represents the different progressions. You start here at the gates, and that's your first run. And you select your character, and usually you would have multiple difficulties to choose from, multiple dice to choose from, and multiple characters. But as you can see, everything is locked, so we're just going to start on the default easiest difficulty base die. Or base dice, I don't know if there's multiple of them, to be honest. There's some story here. I don't remember my name. The sword's in my hands. I'm a warrior. I feel nothing. I remember the citadel. Something awaits me. Everything is shrouded. I see your hands. Help me. So the way the game flows is you have a Slay the Spire type of map, and when you reach the end here, can you see my cursor? You can see my cursor. When you reach the end here, you select an upgrade for the boss, and then you do it again the second time, and then you do it again a third time, and on the third one you fight the boss. So, how does it work? Well, let's go in a fight. We have this guy, and it explains it. So, we use our abilities. We have 3 abilities, and the music is a bit loud, so let's turn it down a bit. I'll go over 2 and a 7 on the music. Let's see how that does. Still a bit loud. Okay, that's good. So, you drag your abilities over the enemies, and the abilities get executed. There are turns. The turn is determined based on a statistic of the character. We'll talk about the stats in a second. You've got armor, you've got health, you've got mana. So, let's have a look. This one is just a basic attack. It costs no mana. You attack for 150. And then that's it. Second Wind restores 10 mana to yourself. And this restores armor and applies fury. And your order bonus is doubled. Now if I press tab on my keyboard, you will see my character stats. I've got 700 health, which is why we have 700 health. 150 armor, which is why we have 150 armor. 60 mana, as you can see. Slash damage. This is the amount of damage that's dealt to health. So, I have 150 damage. Of this 150, 140 will be absorbed by the enemy's armor, and then 10 will go through to the health. That will be doubled, and I'll do 20. Right? So, if I do... So the enemy is going to attack me for 80, but my armor's going to absorb everything, so that's not a big deal. So I think I'll just go this. He should go... Oh! That was not there in the demo. So this tells you it simulates the battle. So he'll go down to 60 exactly as I explained. 10 damage goes through, is doubled to 20. But he died for some reason that I can't explain because I didn't read. So you've got an inventory where you get rewards. So we've got a helmet with 4 mana and 3% dodge. Sorry about that. And we've got an plus 20 armor and plus 4 fortitude. Now what's fortitude? If you press tab, fortitude absorbs a portion of each type of incoming damage. So it's like, yeah, it reduces it before it reaches you. I will prefer the smaller item, and armor is also good, so I'll take that. And if we equip it here, then you see our stats change. I'm equipping on equipping, you can see the stats changing on the right side. Okay, so now we've got a choice between two events. The chest gives you a choice between like 3 items usually. Training gives you the choice of a new ability. I think abilities are overrated in this game. You've got 5 slots and usually your base abilities do a very good job. I'd rather just get items so that I boost my stats. So, on this screen you select a loot card, with me the selection dice is rolled, you go to roll a great value. So the dice that we talked about at the start of the game, they determine, like, the probability distribution of the dice determines how easy or hard it is to get these things. Now you've also got additional dice, so you start the run with 3 additional rolls, at least on this run, and that allows you to either roll an additional dice to be added to the value of the main die. Whoa, but sometimes like when I was playing on the demo, it actually re-rolled my die, it didn't add it up, but we'll see. So you've got an easy item, you've got to roll 2 or more, which is very likely. Oh, I didn't realize it converts to its size. Okay, so it shows you its size here, because it's not evident when you're looking at the item itself. So, what does this do? Plus 20 armor, plus 10 order. And it affects... So, okay, so this one affects neighboring items. So, every adjacent helmet to this item is going to get plus 60 armor. And whenever this item gets a buff, it's doubled. This affects all armors and gives health vampirism. Vampirism allows you to recuperate damage on attacking. And I found that to be very good, and with a 6, it's very likely that we get it. The armor is also decent. We get a lot of armor, and it can absorb buffs quite well, but I think we go for this because it's easier to get the die. So now we roll the die, and we get a 15. So we get the item. So this is explaining aura is what it's called, the buffing of adjacent items. So we'll cross that bridge when we come to it. For now, we'll just come here, and now this will get some vampirism. So you saw we went to 21 vampirism. So every time we attack, if we do 21 or more damage, we'll restore 21 health. And it doesn't matter whether it's to armor or to health. So there are 4 types of damage: base damage with no special property, slash, which deals double to health, crush, which deals double to armor, and acid, which ignores armor and damage and deals directly to health. So again, we're doing 150 damage. This time, we're absorbing 80 of our 150, so that means we deal 70 to health. Multiplied by 2, that's 140. That should leave him down to 100 health. Now he's gonna attack us. He did a bit of damage to our armor, that's fine. And we go attack. So we have a hammer, which is a weapon. And we have plus 4 mana, plus 6 initiative. So initiative determines the order in combat. So if you have high initiative, you attack before your enemies. This is an armor, which means it gets buffed by the amulet. So I think we take that, and we like the initiative as well. So we'll place it like this. In fact, we probably want this kind of placement. Or something like this probably, so that we leave a lot of open spots. But at this point it doesn't matter. Some abilities can apply buffs, debuffs, allowing you to strengthen or weaken the target. The effectiveness of buffs is order, and the effectiveness of debuffs is chaos. So each point of order or chaos applies 1 point to the buff or debuff respectively. Alright, so we've got 9 mana, applies fury to the target. or the bonus is tripled. What's Fury? Focus Strike. Let's see. I tried looking up what Fury is, I'm not entirely sure. I imagine it buffs your damage. This Focus Strike deals damage, applies speed and focus to yourself. I don't know what focus is. Speed is just that order thing that you attacked her earlier in combat. I'm going to see what the Fury does. Generally, buffs are pretty good from my experience. So, to view detailed information about monsters, select their portrait on the initiative tracker. So we can check that this guy does 70 and it attacks a random character. In this case, we only have the one guy, so later we'll get teammates basically that do automated actions. Attacks the character of the highest defense and applies Fury to itself. Okay, so this guy applies Fury to itself, so we'll see what it is. We have 60 order, which is pretty good. So we're going to apply 60 Fury to ourselves, presumably. We have 80, they deal 30 and 70. So we will lose our armor, but we have vampirism, so it's okay. So let's see what Fury does. Increases my damage by 180. So we applied 60. But my order bonus gets tripled. So we applied this ability with 120 order bonus. And we got 180. That's... I don't understand why we got 180. Is it just by 150%? So now, before where we were doing 150, now we do 330 because it's 150 plus the 180. So with 330 damage, we can kill this guy easily. Which one does more damage actually? This guy does 55, this guy does 70. I'm actually just... yeah, going to... I'm going to restore my mana. Because... when I take some damage, I'll be able to restore more health with the vampirism. Or like, when I restore health, it will be more... well, that was actually a mistake. I shouldn't have let him attack me. I lost a bit of health that I didn't need to, but that's fine, because we're going to restore it over time. We've got another piece of armor that gives us initiative. Initiative seems to be good, like we're getting lots of it. So I think I'll just go with the armor. So let's move everything one down, and this can come here. Chest or training? I think we will go... I'm just comparing the two paths. The deity event is pretty strong. It gives you a big debuff, but it gives you a big buff. So it's very build defining. It was very good from my testing, but the blacksmith is also pretty good. The deity seems more fun. Let's try it. We'll go deity. So training time. Okay, so you don't just learn a new ability. Plus 10% chance or plus 50 slash. I actually really like 10% chance crit. Slash damage 50. How much do we have? I don't know. Let's go for this one. Safer as well. So we failed. I think I'll go for an extra roll. We rolled a 5, so that's enough. And we continue and we get our stuff. So we went 25% crit chance now, and now we get our first ally. We can get either the paladin or... sorry, either the bard or the paladin on the right. The bard does crit and restores health to a random ally. This guy attacks the target with the lowest health and restores armor to himself. I'll take this guy because he's more self-sufficient and I don't need to worry about him as much. And we have the vampirism, so the bard healing us is not that big of a deal. So now this guy's abilities are automated. So he triggers this ability if a party member's health is below 50%. Then he restores the health and armor. I actually didn't know about this, but it's pretty good because it only gets used if we're in trouble. And this is his default ability where he just attacks the target with the lowest health and he gives himself some armor. And he just hits for 60. And we can equip items to him as well if we wanted. So we can see his stats here as well. Right. How do we do this? Restore my mana. Restores armor and applies fury. Applies fury. Oh, all the bonuses tripled, not doubled. That's why we're getting 180, because it triples our 60. Okay. So if we give ourselves 180... So we want the paladin to soak up all the damage. Attacks a random character, highest defense, highest defense. So what's the highest defense power? That's this rating here, the 1099. My paladin has 1100, so just by 1 point of damage, he will absorb everything. The reason why we have 1099 is because we've got 1060 health, 35 armor, and 4 fortitude. When you add all of that up, that gives you 1099. Our paladin has 800 plus 300, which gives 1100. So is the health plus armor plus fortitude and probably some other stats as well. I imagine like it would make sense that the dodge would also contribute to it, but it doesn't. So that's whatever. So yeah, okay. Restores to the target, applies to the target. I'm thinking. So the paladin just attacks the lowest health enemy. The lowest health enemy is this guy. That's 160. Our paladin has 60 crush damage, which deals double to armor. So that means of the first 30 damage that this ability deals, it will break the armor, because 30 damage is enough to break 60 armor with the crush. Then this will go down to 30 attack power and he'll deal 30 damage through the health. So I think I will give him Fury so that he kills an enemy on the first go. Actually, this guy will attack before this guy attacks, so that didn't matter massively. But he dealt 160 damage there. That buff is sustained, so this doesn't go away. Now next he'll attack the 240 guy. So what I'll do is I'll just hit him for 150 and then my guy will kill him. So I can basically win these regular combats with just my normal attack, which doesn't use up any mana. My guy is not taking much damage, so what I'll do is I'll miss an attack just to restore my mana, because I don't like losing mana. You don't get it at the end of combat. So now this should be enough to kill him. Yep. Okay, so yeah, this is showing me the stats screen that I showed you earlier. Now we get a reward. A hat, which is a rare item, as you can see by the blue color. It gives us 125 health, it removes 12 fortitude, gives us 3 dodge. This is 60 armor and 5 order, so this gives us a buff on our buffs, like we just get more order, so our buffs are more effective. I kind of 8/4% crit. So slash is damage that goes through to the health. Vampirism of the necklace, maybe we just want to get another piece of armor and get more vampirism, that's okay. But vampirism, after a certain point, it starts to become useless. We're at 63, which for this point in the game, restoring 63 on each attack is more than enough. So I don't like this piece of armor, so I'm not going to take it. Like, just gaining health and not much else, even losing fortitude, is not great. This is good, but it's just very big. It takes up a lot of space in the inventory, so I'll just take the weapon. And I like giving myself more crit chance percentage when I already have developed some amount of crit chance percentage. Adding crit chance to yourself when you already have crit chance is not mathematically better than adding crit chance to like a character that doesn't have any crit chance. You know, mathematically your average damage will be the same, but when like I like to add my crit chance here because oh, actually this is crit damage, not crit chance. Still, okay, so for crit damage, of course, if we have already some amount of crit chance or a good amount of crit chance, then adding the crit damage is better because we're doing crit damage more consistently, so this buff is getting used more. So we want to stack our crit stats onto a single character. So we'll start doing that here. Alright, this is the deity event. The ancient demands an offering, sacrifice your party's mana. So that will reduce our mana from 76, it seems, to about, what, like 50, I think? More than 50, like 55 or so. We take it, and it will give us an item. So this is a legendary or divine item. It affects armors, and each armor gives us plus 210 armor. So that's very good because there's an ability that does damage based on your armor. So if we can find that, that would be great. For now, well, this might be better than the vampirism because like we're not taking any damage at all this way. But then it also means that our paladin is not getting attacked, which is okay, but like we do want him to be absorbing attacks. In the long run, I'll give... I'm thinking maybe I give all the items to the paladin and then the warrior just... Well, no, the good thing about the warrior is that he has some base crit. Like, none of these things give me crit damage, right? So he starts on 25% crit chance and 20% crit chance. So with this weapon, I get crit chance, I get slash damage. This guy's attack is much less powerful. So I think I just stack everything on the main character. And yeah, I'll prefer to take more armor. I can actually... Well, let's see. If I move this off and I do this and this, then this can come here. No, never mind. These need to be probably like this. Actually, probably like so. And then we swap these two around. So yeah, this is good enough for now, and then we'll add this here. Alright, so this gives us potions. So there are... I've only seen... Okay, I'd only seen 3 types of potions. This is the first new potion that I'm seeing. Before in the demo, you only have health, mana, and direct damage. I think I take the mushroom here. So potions work like regular items, but they only can go in one slot. Or sorry, only in the consumables part. You can't put them in your equipment. They can go in the inventory. Right, combat. So this one, I'll just go through it quickly. We probably get through it with just regular attacks. I'll just scan the enemies. 130, 110, 70. Yeah, they're not getting through my armor. 280. My paladin is gonna attack the lowest health. So this guy. So oh, I'm only on 53. Oh, right, that's because my max mana was decreased. So if I come here, my mana is 76. Huh. Interesting. I thought my mana stat would get reduced. If I restore mana, I don't think it will restore mana to me. We can just try it to see. Oh, no, it does. Okay, so you just lose temporary mana. Like, I thought that deity ability takes away from your max mana. Alright. So let's do Fury on ourselves. We have quite a lot of armor, so we can take the time to apply our buffs and then restore a bit more of our man. Actually, I went down to quite low. So I'm actually going to take some damage here, but that's fine because we can heal it with the vampirism. So now, this would kill this guy, so let's just kill this guy. And we restore some amount of health. This guy got attacked. The paladin will kill this guy, I think. No, he won't. So now we'll kill this guy so that the paladin attacks this and he does damage to his armor. We actually lost quite a bit of health here, but that's not the end of the world. Alright, we can get another piece of armor, gain crush damage, gain vampirism. I don't want to get this, it's way too large. And like awkward as well in terms of like the squares. This is also very awkward to fit. I might just go for the helmet because it gives us health, it gives us some amount of initiative, dodge is nice. And it gets a buff on our armor. So now we've got quite a lot of choices. Campfire restores health, chest is items, potions we saw, and this is training. This training leads to an elite combat, so I'll go for the training. So we can see what an elite combat is. So crit damage plus 5%, crush damage plus 60. Crush damage is the armor. We have no crush damage at the moment. But 5% crit with only 2 probability, or with 2 difficulty. I think I'll take the crit. Let's try a crit build, because I didn't try that last time. I know that the crush is good. So we'll go with that. Alright, so this is a big guy. He does 150 damage, so we'll go Fury on us. Let's see, who does he attack? Attacks the enemy with the highest defense, attacks all enemies. So this guy, does he have any amount of vampirism? He doesn't. So we should give him some vampirism so that he's healing his health. He does restore his shield, so as long as he doesn't take more than 300 armor, or 300 damage, he's okay. So we'll do some Fury to us. We'll let him attack the armor. Oh, does he have a... How did he deal damage to me? He must have acid. He applies Fury to himself. Let's see how much Fury. 220 is quite a lot. I think I'll go for another buff here. So 45, so now he's dealing 195. So I think I'm going to go restore mana, and then we'll start hitting him. Maybe I don't do the second restore mana. Let's start hitting him, because I can always restore mana. We'll see how easy it is. But maybe I want to let my guy hit his armor, so that I can do damage beyond his armor. Yeah, we have a lot of armor. Let's do one more of these, because there's no downside to him. Now he's dealing 240. My guy's on 195. So okay, I should start attacking already. So now he's gonna go down pretty fast, I think. My guy does like very little damage now, unfortunately. But it should be enough. Or we should have enough to kill him. So my guy's armor is still intact. We're not getting much vampirism though. Okay, we took quite a lot of damage here. So I should change my stuff around to get more vampirism for the next combat, because it shouldn't be too hard, so we can use the next combat to restore Some health. 50 health, 40 armor, and it gives 300 health to the buffed items. This affects swords. This is not a sword. Oh, this is a sword. Okay, I wouldn't call that a sword, but okay. So it gives 2% crit, and swords get 3%. I think we get 2 pieces of loot here. This buffs health. I don't really care much about health. I think this is better. And now we get a sword, which buffs swords for 2% crit. Or hammer that does crit. Okay, so sword that buffs swords and sword that buffs swords, these buff each other in all directions. And this is a sword. So here's what we're gonna do. We're gonna take this off for a second, just so we can think a little bit. We'll move these up, we'll move this up, we'll move this up. We'll put this here. We'll put this here. We'll put this here. So now this is buffing those two, this is buffing those two. This gives crit chance, this gives crit chance. So our crit chance is now 37%, up from like 29, I think it was, right? 25. So we went from 25 to 39. So that's giving us 40%. 14. No. 12%. Yeah, this is 3%, this is 5%, this is... What? 2% crit, plus 3 is 5, plus 5 is 10. So why am I on 37 and not... Oh, because this has 2% and 2%. If you look at the top, it's got 2% and then 2% in yellow. The yellow is what it gets from other items. So we've got 2 plus 2 plus 3 plus 5, which is 12. Okay, cool. Now, we want to figure out... Well, actually, let's put these like this, so that they take up a little bit less space, I think. And now we can do this. This is mana and initiative. Let's give him some armor. Alright, I think this is okay. So we'll come here. This gives you an enchant. You put the enchant on an item. So we can either put plus 40 acid damage on an item, plus 25 slash, or plus 20 armor. Now I wonder if the acid damage that goes through, is that 40 then doubled? Is 40 of the slash then used up to double that 40? I think it might be. So I think I'll go for acid here. Getting through to the health. We missed with a 1. That's very bad. I think we'll try for the reroll. Only a 3. So we missed, and now we have no more rerolls, so we're in a very bad position. Now, are we in a position to take another elite? I'm not sure that we are. We have 42 vampirism. Now we have 63. I'm gonna try this setup again. Well, what if we do this? I tend to play around a lot, so I just, like, I'm gonna pause when I catch myself starting to do that. This armor is very big, so it's very hard to fit everything in with this little combo here in the bottom right. So I think I'll transfer this over here as it was, and then I think I'll just do what I was doing a second ago. So something like this. So this is buffing 2 things, and then the vampirism is buffing 3 things. Alright, so this looks good. So let me check again, how much stats do we have? 63 vampirism and like 455 armor. If we don't restore mana to ourselves, we should be okay. I'm going to go for it. Maybe it's ill-advised, but I think, well, let's see what the enemy does. Attack power, attacks a random enemy, applies corruption. Reduces my fortitude, so I'm more susceptible to damage. And applies slow, which means he attacks first. Okay. He has 2800. So, order bonus is doubled. We have order 60, so that would be 120. So this would give us 120 fury and 120 armor. This would give us 180 fury. So I think we'll go for the fury. We definitely want 1 fury, probably 2 or 3. So that was damage to both of us. We'll go fury again. Attacked him, that's okay, and we go fury again. And now we should be furious enough to deal with him. So now my paladin doesn't do much once the armor's gone, but we do quite a lot. So 1 more attack and he should be dead. Oh, he's not. That means we get 1 more turn of healing, which is good. Oh, he triggered his heal ability when an ally is on less than 50% health. He triggered it on himself. So I was a bit scared about his health getting low, but he is restoring health to himself when he gets on low health, which is good. Hammer, we want swords for this combo. And this is a helmet with armor and order that gives health. And order, and it gets double effects from auras. Maybe in the long run we give our paladin vampirism and we play this. Now something I haven't talked about is I can't put my cursor there, but if you look at where my cursor is right now, when I close the menu, there's like these 154 gems in the bottom right. That is about your long-term progress. So if you sell this item, your run will be more rewarding and you'll be able to get more stuff, like more permanent character buffs across runs. So this is 50, this is 154. I'm not using the hammer, I don't think, so I think I'll take this, and if I don't end up using it, it's more fortitude. 50 health, 40 armor, affects plate armors. So you can see here, this is a helmet where it says, again, I'll do the thing with the cursor. So if you look here, it's a helmet, a divine helmet. This is a divine helmet, and this is a divine helmet. So when this says that this affects plate armor, there are armors which are called plate armors. I don't have any of them, but yeah. So this is buffing a very small population of items, and this is also buffing plate armors, so that's also a small population. I'm not a big fan of thorns. Armor's okay, but I'm not a great fan. Plus 300 health is quite an insane buff. But it only buffs on the top and on the right. So does this. 60 armor, 20 thorns. I think we take this one. Alright. So, oh, I could have actually given thorns to my paladin. That's alright. So if we come here, we'll see that this is not getting buffed. And this is not getting buffed because these buff plate armors and we don't have any. Okay. Maybe it's the time, now's the time to move this necklace over here because it can buff 3 items if we arrange them in a sensible manner. So now our paladin has a lot more armor, so he's not going to be taking damage. And we don't have much armor, but we have a decent amount of vampirism. Maybe on... I don't know. I don't think so. I think it's better to give ourselves more armor. Well, if we look at our inventory, all of these are free. 3x3, and this is a bit more than 3x3. So these won't fit too well here. But this is buffing 2 things. If we drag it over to the paladin, we'll be buffing 3 things. At some point we'll stack all the armor on the paladin probably, but we're not there yet. Okay, so bomb, mushroom, restores 300 health. This increases my vampirism by 150, so if I pop it at the start of combat, it's more than 300 health restored, so I think I'll take the mushroom. And we should pop it at some point. Next fight is easy. How's our health? Our paladin's health is not too great. So we can pop the vampirism on him maybe, but he only does 60 damage. Well, he does 120 to armor, so he is going to utilize quite a lot of the vampirism. Let's see. So he's on 372. Yeah, let's pop some vampirism on him. Now here, I think I'll give myself... Well, let's actually see. I'm on 43 mana right now. This will take me to 34 mana. So how much damage are these guys doing? 70, 110, 70. So I'm curious at the end of combat if I will stay on 34 or if I'll recuperate some amount of mana. 180 Fury is going to be enough for this combat, I think. My guy's attacking the lowest health, so this guy. I actually want him to keep attacking this guy, because I want him to knock down his shield. So I'll be focusing, well, they're the same. So let's say this guy. Oh, he attacked this guy because now this guy's the lowest health. Okay, so let's kill this guy so the paladin attacks the armor guy. So he's basically on full health already, so that's very nice. We'll kill this guy and we'll let the paladin attack this guy. He'll take some damage from the thorns, which is not terrible. We'll take him down to 192. We're on 647, now we should go up to, well, 664. So we were on 34 mana, we didn't restore any. This is a sword, we take it. So that improves our crit pretty decently. We are on 40 mana, so we restored 6 mana. Okay, so the buff costs us 9 mana, we restore 6, so that's sustainable. We can do it every combat without having to worry about restoring our mana actively. Now, how do we utilize both of these swords such that they're also buffing each other? I don't think there is an optimal way. If we could drag these one up, we'd need to drag them 2 up actually. Oh, for now this works actually, because this is getting buffed by both of these, and this is getting buffed by both of these, so we are at 46 crit chance, that's pretty good, with 29% crit damage. So I am assuming the crit doubles and then the 29% is on top of the double. So it's essentially we have an additional 46% chance to deal 229% of our damage, I think. At least that's how I'm interpreting it works. We're not going to take the health restore, we're going to go for a chest. We have a ring which gives mana chaos. So chaos is the thing that buffs our debuffs, or it increases our debuffs' effectiveness. This is health, armor, and thorns. How did thorns work? Damage reflected when taking damage, or deal reflected damage when taking damage. So even if it doesn't go through the armor, this will be effective. And this is 140 armor. It reduces all of our damage, it increases our crit, and it's a very big item. This is a 2x2 item. 4 mana, decreases our crit, increases chaos. I think I'll go for this, because giving the paladin some thorns is good, because we'll give him a bunch of armor. Like, his damage is his weakest part, so we failed. And we don't have any extra rerolls, so unlucky. Mask of Destruction Study. Attacks the character of the highest attack power and reduces the entire party's fortitude. Mask of Defense Study. Attacks the character with the highest defense power and greatly reduces their fortitude and initiative. I think I'll make my paladin my highest defense character, and I'm okay with lowering his fortitude and initiative. So fortitude is the amount of damage he blocks, or like the amount of damage that we reduce. So low fortitude doesn't mean that he's taking multiplied damage, it just means that he's worse at reducing damage. We're on 40 mana, so yeah, this does 174. Of this 174, all of it is slash damage, so everything that goes through the armor is doubled. So we're essentially doing about 350 damage. Our paladin will attack with 60 crush, so he'll take him down to 80 armor, and then he will deal 40 of his 60, so then 20 will take him down to 400. So if we start focusing this guy, it should be like 1, 2, 3 hits on this guy, and then the 4th hit on this guy should kill him. So I think, so that's 1, 2, 3, 4 basically. With a second wind, that's 5. If we were to do this, this would give us 180. So now we're doing 350 times 2, which is like 700. So that's insane. Okay. So we'll do one of these. We'll do one of these to restore some mana. And we will start hitting very hard right about now. So 354, 80 of it will be absorbed, so that takes us down to 274. 274 times 2 is 548. So that should kill him. It doesn't. So, okay, here's what's happening then. We're absorbing 80, so 354, 274. Of that 274, 174 is slash damage. So we basically do 274 plus 174, which is 358. 358 to 500, that's 142. So we should be leaving him on 142 health. We're leaving him on 52 health. Why? Oh, I think I did my math wrong. So 354 minus 80 is 274. 274 plus 174 is 374, 458, which leaves him on 42. 52. Oh, 274 plus 174 is 448. That's why it leaves him on 52. Okay, whatever. So now this guy will attack... Oh, this guy healed. I thought we'd kill him. But with the heal, we did not kill him. So let's just kill this guy. And then this guy will kill this guy. Oh, he won't actually, but that's fine. It gives us more vampirism. Or more chances to restore via vampirism. We could have actually restored mana there. Because he would have healed more, and maybe we could have done 2 instances of vampirism, but he was also dealing damage to us, so not sure. Hammer, I prefer to take the armor, because we're going to be giving it to this guy. This is a hood, nothing that buffs hoods, unfortunately. Jacket, hat, helmet. Okay. I will take a vampirism potion. It's very good for us. We do need the health. I don't think we need the mana quite as much. This was training. This was a chest. I prefer training. 500, 340. This guy deals 80. This guy deals 100. We'll take the chance to restore some mana. And we'll also... Well, we're doing 174, and we only have 63 vampirism. So getting more attacks in is actually good. It also, we're not wasting mana with the applying fury. So doing more hits is better because we get more vampirism, so we restore more health. So I'll just restore 10. And then we'll just do a bunch of basic attacks. So this guy's gonna attack here to take his armor down, so we're gonna take this guy's armor down. Oh no, now this guy's the lowest health. Whoever I attack is whoever's gonna be getting attacked. This will kill this guy, so now we can attack this guy. We've lost our armor actually, I didn't realize. But now we kill him. A sword, okay. I like it. What does the sword give us actually? Crit chance. Nice. Let's see if there's a more optimal way to arrange all of this. So there is an arrangement where they all buff all three. So this touches all three and this touches all three. But it's just way too big to fit in the inventory and makes everything... We could actually fit them in like this and then fit all of these items besides them, but we wouldn't be getting the buffs from these, and we do want to be getting the buffs from these. So what we're going to do is we're going to do the next best thing. So this gives 3% to swords, this gives 2%. So we'll focus on this, and we'll put it like so. We'll make sure... I'm actually fine with that. I get a bit less armor. But... Oh! Never mind. If we want to be fully optimal, we want these two buffing each other. So we're forced to either do this, or something. Like this maybe. But, you know, if we do this, then this is a common spot of the two, this is a common spot of the two. So there's only 2 items that can be buffed by both of those at the same time. So... I think we'll just go for that. Is this arrangement better? Because then it's kind of awkward to fit that. We're leaving that one spot. I think I'll just do something like this. Now the question is, can we fit that in? Because that's 2, 4, 6 tall, 2, 4, 5, 6. If we rotate it... if we rotate it then... I think this is about as good as we can get it. This is buffing... Okay, so I was moving the armor around. Another thing that I should mention is some armors, like this one again, cursor here, if you look, this says it's a paladin item in the bottom left. This is the paladin item. So if I try to drag it here, even though it fits, I can't place it because I'm a warrior. So this is a paladin only item. And another thing, if you look here where my cursor is, at the squares which this buffs, this only works if it's at the top. So when we move it to the top, you see these green dots. Now everything here is getting buffed, but only plate armors, of which we have none, so it's not like it matters too much. But we will do something like this, and then we'll take this, I guess. Can place it here, I guess. And yeah, we want something like this so that we're getting 3 instances of vampirism, and now we'll have enough space to place these. We might need to rotate 2, 4, 6, 2, 4. So actually we don't have enough space. Or actually we do. I think this is about as close as we can get. This is buffing 4 items, this is buffing 3 items. This is the only item that's not getting buffed by the weak buff, so we're missing 2% crit. But that's fine. Alright. I don't know, like, obviously you don't know because I just paused and unpaused, but the amount of time I spent in that screen is embarrassing. We take the crit chance. we want to go for a crit build here. Roll a 20, of course, when we don't need it. Alright. We don't apply Fury, we don't restore mana, we just do basic attacks. This guy will attack the lowest health enemy, which will be this guy if I attack him. So I want to attack one of these guys, so I guess this one, and then he'll either attack the same guy as me, or hopefully it will be a different guy. We can also kill these because they get thorns, if I remember. Yeah, applies thorns to itself, so we can kill these guys faster. Applies vampirism. How did this guy get thorn? Oh, that's vampirism. Okay. So these guys restore health and attack. Now, we don't want to attack this guy because then that will divert his attack. It's not like we have a massive choice. Let's, maybe we crit. We did crit. Very nice. So now this guy attacks here. Okay. So now I think... Oh, it doesn't really matter. If we crit, we kill this guy. We did crit, but we didn't kill him. Interesting. So maybe we don't do double damage. Maybe... increases the critical damage bonus. Is crit damage double by default, or is it just an additional 29%? Well, right now if we attack this guy, he should go to 312, and we're dealing 174. We did crit, so he went to 210. 210, 312 is like 98? Or no, 102. So we did 102 damage instead of the 174. Oh, right, yeah, because some of my damage is... I did 102 additional damage with the crit. I do think I'm just dealing 29% because that 29% got doubled because it was slash damage, I think. I'm really not sure. Kills, I have one of them. Does that kill him? It does. I'm actually, just because he does vampirism and 80 attack, which is nothing, I'll do this to essentially pass my turn, because I want to see... Okay, so he went to full health, so now I don't necessarily kill him, but I crit and I do kill him with 440 damage. Okay, I need to figure out how the crit works. This is a staff that gives me dodge. This is a hat. I guess we prefer the armor. They're both very crappy, I think. Guess this can come. No, it can't. Alright. We recruit a new character. An insidious sorceress who unleashes curses and pestilence on all who stand. So, debuff character. We like that. I played with a debuff character on my demo run, and she was pretty good. So I restarted the game, and the characters have switched positions. Okay, so yeah, one of them is the witch, which applies debuffs. The bard, we already saw him earlier, restores health. And I think he had a decent amount of crit, but I think we take the witch. I like applying debuffs to the enemies, because it gives us a target to attack. It makes our attacks more effective. It's like a multiplier on our attacks. And we already have a multiplier in crit, so we're like multiplying a multiplier, which is good on multiple levels. Haha. Okay. Interesting. So from these, we go to an ability. So that's a forced node. We have the blacksmith, which I think gives us one of those gems. We have a deity. We have a campfire. We have a chest. What was this? Training. Honestly, I might go training chest, because I'm not, like, the deities are good, but we lose so much mana. I guess it could give direction. to our witch. This gives armor, so it's just an armor stack. This gives vampirism, so if we could get some chaos, maybe it's worth it then. All right, we'll go for the deity. So we have no armor, which is expected. And what we were doing was, it's been a bit of time since I played. Well, only like an hour, but we were doing a bunch of small attacks so that we could get as much vampirism as we can. We're okay with mana. The paladin's gonna attack one of these two guys. Well, actually, it's gonna attack whoever I attack. Unless I crit. If I crit... Okay. So, I want to understand how crit works. So, we have a 66% chance to crit. We're doing plus 29% crit damage. Now, we have 174. Of this 174, 100 will be absorbed by armor. So then we're doing 74 times 2 equals 148 to the 420, which takes it down to 320, 300, 370, 276. 270, yeah, 272, because I said 148. So 272. Now, our unblocked damage is 148. We did not crit. Okay, so we found out nothing. But that's okay, because we get another attack now on an armored guy, and we can find out. Oops. Alright, so now, again we do 174, 160 is absorbed, so then we do 14 times 228, so that will take him to 312. Yes. So if we crit, presumably we're getting 29% of the 174, which is just about 50 damage. So if we crit, we do a bonus 50 damage. Now, is that bonus also slash damage? If it is, then we're doing 50 plus 14, 64, 128. So we're taking it down to 200 and, 212. So if we crit, and I'm correct, it should go to 212. Oh yeah, because we're doing an additional 50. 50 times 2 is 100. So 312 minus 100 is 212. Now, the alternative would be that we deal double damage. So we just... Well, let's see. If we crit, will he go to 212? We did. Okay, so he went just about 212. Okay, so this game doesn't do 100% crit. Like, you increase your crit from 0%. So if you're 0% crit damage, then your crit essentially does nothing. That's interesting. Now, why isn't she... Attacks the target with the lowest health, applies corruption. So why don't either of them have corruption? Let's kill this guy, so he's out of the way. Now, the witch should attack him. Okay, so he does have corruption. So that reduces his fortitude. Does that mean that he takes an extra 30 damage from us? I guess we'll find out in a stronger enemy. Another hammer and another hammer. Not great. Crush damage. Order. Crush damage. Fortitude. The witch attacks with 80. He already has a lot of crush damage, so we'd be adding more if we give him the hammer. I guess we just take the more expensive item. Always a safe bet. And we can do that, it actually fits. Why not? Alright. Now we come here. Slash damage, vampirism, order. Slash. That's the damage to the health. Order is... Oh yeah, the buffs. I don't think I'm going... I am going to be playing with buffs. So the order 50 plus 50 is good for hard enemies, because we're only using our buffs on hard enemies. Vampirism 20 is not good enough. I think I'll go for the order. It's the best item of choice here. We just have to roll 10 or more, which I think is 50% because it's a D20 die. I haven't looked at the probability distributions. Okay, so this is that item I was describing. So this is a gem, and you can socket the gems inside items. Now, when you socket it, I don't think it will literally go in that spot of the weapon. Like, well, we'll see. So, let's read the description. Item cannot be rotated, and it gives 50 order. So, which item are we keeping? I'm guessing we're keeping this because it gives us so much crit percentage. So we'll socket it right here. So you see the gem got destroyed. So now this has plus 50 order from enchanting. If you look right here where my cursor... Actually, an easier way to do this might be to do this. Yes. If you look right here, this shows you that there are 2 enchantment slots. And if we go to this item... Now you can see that the first one's taken, so then the second one is still free. Not that we'll ever... Well, now if we have 1 carry item, we might want to put a 3rd gem on it, but... Two slots is more than enough, from my experience. It's never been a limiting factor for me. We'll go deity. We sacrifice some mana. And we will get... plus 240 health, plus 84 vampirism. Okay. It affects armor. So this is just a clear upgrade. And I guess we can do this. I should have equipped this armor last round on the guy. So at least he's got some amount of vampirism, the witch. Mana initiative, mana initiative. Let's give the witch some mana initiative as well, because it also gains vampirism. So we'll do that. Don't think it matters much. I don't think any of my allies have lost health, no, so it's whatever. But now we get 252 vampirism, so now... Yes, we're limited by the amount of damage we're doing, because vampirism only regains health up to the amount of damage you do. These are strong enemies, 940 plus 600. I think I take Fury here. And I'm even gonna take a health restore, I think. Are they all attacking me? Attacks character of highest defense, attacks a random character, attacks character of highest defense. So the only problem is if they attack the witch, but the witch has how much vampirism? 92, which is not bad at all. So she should be able to take an attack. So instead of attacking right now, this is the order buff I'm gonna do. 330 is insane actually, I didn't realize. We really benefited from the extra order that we get because it gets tripled. So now we'll just restore some mana. Because any health we lose, we're just gonna restore it with vampirism. Alright, so this guy died. Now they're gonna be targeting the 940 guy. Or my paladin at least. So he's gonna be knocking away his armor, which is good. So we target this guy. We crit. So that did our 29% crit. So essentially right now, our calculation for how much bonus damage we're getting from our crit chance and damage is 166 times 129. So when I do 1.66 times 1.29, I get about 2.14, which means that we are on average dealing over double of our damage. Is that true? No, what I said was wrong actually. The calculation is 1 plus 0.66 multiplied by 0.29. So 0.66 multiplied by 0.29 is 0.19. So then 1 plus 0.19 is 1.19. So we're dealing like an extra 20% of our damage, which, yeah, that checks out. Okay. So we have our buff. So yeah, we just attacked this. In fact, I'm gonna restore more mana because I can do it, and I'm going to restore even more. This guy attacks a random character. That's cool. I don't mind. I think I will take the mana restore. Now this ability costs 0. Triggers if there is exactly one. So she is constantly triggering this arrow, which is costing her 6 mana. And he is okay. He's not wasting any mana. He doesn't need much mana, so let's restore some. Oh, I can only restore mana to myself. Okay. I'm okay at 55 mana. Alright. Hat, mantle. Health, minus armor, plus crit. So we lose some armor, we lose some fortitude, but we gain health, initiative as well, and crit. Okay, I'll take that. I might play it on my warrior, actually. How do I fit it in? Fit it in, not fit it in, which is what I said. I can do... No, I can't. I can do this. Now I'm getting less vampirism. But I can do... No, I can't. That's annoying. Oh, I can do this. Very nice. There we go. So now we're getting 3 instances of the vampirism buff. Our swords are still buffing everything. Well, almost everything. And this can now come here for a bit more vampirism. This is giving what? Mana, dodge, health. Oh yeah, the mana is also good on the witch, so that's nice. We learn a new ability here. Deals bonus / damage to the target based on the armor reserve. So that's the ability that feeds off your armor. So we could stack all of the armor on our warrior, and then this attack would be mega powerful, but it costs 8 mana. I'd rather give myself the order buff, like the Fury, with a one-time mana cost, and then just have that buff for the whole combat. Deals double / damage. That is very good. I'll take that. That way, it increases the effectiveness of our crit and our Fury, because our Fury scales our / damage, our crit scales our / damage, and this doubles everything. So it's like multiplying the multiplier of a multiplier, and then when you account for the witch's debuffs, well, actually the witch only gives corruption. Let me... How does corruption work? It won't say it here. It will say it once we apply it to someone, I think. These guys have a lot of health, so I think I'll give myself Fury first. Okay, this guy is very weak. Reduces fortitude. Fortitude. Absorbs a portion of each type of incoming damage. So, does negative fortitude... I'm not sure. Okay. So now this deals 678. This deals 504. So I guess... Oh, right. The difference between power attack power here 504 and 678 is 172. Or 174, is it? 78. Yeah, 174. So this is the amount of slash damage. So actually, this fury that gets applied is regular damage. Yes, increases damage. So it doesn't increase my slash damage, it just increases my regular damage. So, but that means that if I'm getting 330 regular damage, all of that 330 damage goes in the armor, so none of my 40 slash damage is getting absorbed. So 330 minus 240 is 90, plus 174 times 2. 174 times 2 is 348, plus 90, 438. 438, 880 minus 438 is 442. So this guy should go down to 442. He does. So if we crit now, we add 29% to this 504. 29% of 504 is like 150. So he should go to like 300-ish, just below 300, like 290 or so, if we crit. We did not crit. How are these guys doing for health? They're okay, so I can restore some mana. So now this guy has 464. I'm doing 504 damage. Oh, let's find out how this minus 30 works. So 464, 504. That means 40 damage is going through the armor. 40 times 2 is 80. So if the fortitude does nothing, then he should be going down to 320 minus 80, which is 160, no, 240. Wait, 320 minus 80, yeah, 240. He's going down to 120. Why? Okay, screw it, we're going in. So we're doing 504 damage, we said. 504, right? He has 464, so that 464 means that 40 damage goes through. Now this 40 damage, we have 174 slash, so of that 40 that goes through, it's multiplied by 2, because we have more than, like, some of the slash was absorbed by this 464, but we get another 40 that we're dealing. So we're dealing 80 damage. Now, how does the fortitude work? The fortitude, it says, it was here, absorbs a portion of each type of incoming damage. So that would imply that negative values means that it makes him more vulnerable to damage. Obviously it does, because when we do the attack, he's going down to 120. If we're only dealing 80 damage to his health, he should only go to 240, as we said. But he actually goes down to 120. Now, I'm trying to figure out that difference between 240 and 120, that 120 damage of difference that I'm not accounting for, where that's coming from. Now, so there is, there is 120 damage that we're not accounting for. So where is that coming from? Which is the 330 coming from here. This 300... I am not writing very clearly. The rest, this 330 is just regular damage. And that 330 is going into the 504. Now this minus 30 means that the character, as we showed right here, Fortitude, absorbs a portion of each type of incoming damage. So because we're having slash damage and regular damage incoming, this becomes 360, so the extra 30, and this becomes 204. So if I just undo that scribble, that means that we're doing 564. So we're doing, in fact, yeah, let's add 174 plus 30 is 204, and 330 plus 60 is 330 plus 30 is 360. So that gives us 564. Of that 564, 464 is absorbed by the armor, so what comes out is 100 damage. But that 100 damage, because all of the regular damage was used, 104 of this slash damage was used, so we have 100 slash. So that slash is going directly to health, so 100 multiplied by 2 is 200, and then 320 minus the 200 is equal to 120. So now, when we do this, he goes down to 120. Okay, so that much is clear. So we figured that mystery out. Now the interesting thing is crit. So if we were to crit, there's a 74% chance of that. We do an extra 29% of damage. So I think, but I'm not sure, that this 360, after you add up, you know, the fortitude, then that gets multiplied, if we succeed, by 1.29, which is equal to 90, 108, like 105, like 465-ish off the top of my head. And this 204 is 20 times about 3, so 260, like 270. This, no, actually, 260, this goes to about 260. So if we were to crit, then it actually so happens that the regular damage is dealt to all the armor, and then we have 260 slash damage going directly to health, so we would deal 520 to his health. So he'd be on minus 200. Alright, let's get rid of all of this, and let's actually play the game. Because I think I understand the damage now. It's really cool. It's a really in-depth system. And once you wrap your head around it, if you're math brain inclined, then you can actually do these calculations. So if we crit, obviously he dies. But I think we do, so he should be on minus 200. So we do about 464 plus 520, which is 984. So if we crit, we should see a number 984 or something around that, like 980-ish. So we did crit 784. Interesting. So I probably did the math wrong somewhere, and I added an extra 200 for some reason. I don't know why though. I don't think I did. Anyways, this guy just dies. This hat, no it didn't. It's this hat that gave us a crit chance. Health, mana, health, dodge, initiative. I think I'll take the mana for the witch. And we'll take this one down, we'll take this one down, one down, one down. There we go. Okay. So now, which path do we choose? This has a deity and an elite, which is very nice. This path also has a deity, no elite, but we do have a blacksmith. Oop, and I forgot to rub this out. So we also have a blacksmith here. And the potion. Do we have 2 potions? I think we do. So we can use the vampirism potion in the elite fight if we need it. We have 2 vampirism potions. So we're actually really okay on health. Blacksmith, deity. Oh, elite actually. So if we go this path, we get an extra elite fight without the potion node, which is useless anyways. So we get 3 regular fights, deity, and 2 elite fights. Here we get a deity, a potion, the blacksmith. We get a potion and a blacksmith, but the 2 elite, the extra elite is really good. I think I'll go for the 2 elites. Ah, but we get a useless potion here instead of a chest. Blacksmith was what? The gems, I think? I really like elites. I'll go with elite. So we get a potion here. Unfortunately, our slots are full. Restore 600, increases vampirism by 300 is way better. So this is 300. Now this, I actually noticed this earlier. These are two different potions. One of them is twice as effective as the other. So we're going to sell this, and we're going to get this. Oh, we could have kept one in the inventory, actually. I shouldn't have sold there. It's not like we're going to need them anyways. We're barely taking any damage at all. We will do... Can I move these around in the slots? Oh yeah, I can. Oh no, I can't. So we'll apply some Fury to ourselves, first of all, because we'll need it. Okay, we can do the Fortitude calculations, because this guy's on very low health, so he's just gonna die trivially, regardless of whether we crit or not. So I'm actually going to target this guy. 336, so that's just a clean 840 minus 504. So 504, 29% of 504 is about 150, so if we crit, we should be getting him down to 186. 189, okay. So I'm just verifying that my crit calculation that my assumptions for the crit calculations were correct in the first place. Now I'm going to attack this guy to even out their armor, so that whoever the paladin attacks, he's knocking down a good bit of armor. And he did, very nice. So now I'll target the 344 health guy, kill him in one hit. And the witch is gonna use up some mana, because there's only one enemy, which isn't great, but not much we can do there. We'll just kill him. Hammer, which gives Fortitude, Crush, Order. We like Crush on this guy, right? We already have one of those. This is just a helmet with health and thorns. We take the hammer, I think. But we don't have space. We don't have space. Let's figure out how this will work. Like this? Yes. And now we go this way for the two elites. Oh, so Blacksmith is actually the character. Oh no, these are gems. So Armor 150, Order or Chaos. Getting 30 more Order is very nice. The Chaos goes to the Witch, which means that she gives minus 42 Fortitude. That's a funny one to say, 42 Fortitude. 42 Fortitude, which applies to 2 instances of damage, but my Order gets tripled, so I think stacking Order on my main character is better. 12, very nice. So now we could place it again on this sword, and this will be Giga focused, so then we're full committed to the crit. To the crit build. Very nice. So now you can see here in the Order slot, we have 0 slots left, whereas here we have 2 slots. Before we had 1 extra slot, so we've used up all of the enchantment slots on the Dirk of the Final Blow item. Okay. Fight. So I go Fury. I'll go Mana Restore, because we can afford it. So now these guys will target that guy, so I can hit him. And now, if we crit... No, I won't know again, because like I just do so much damage. With this guy I will know actually, but then I don't do the Fortitude. My question is, do we get the additional 30 Fortitude and then the crit multiplies that 30? Or does it not? So let's do this. If we crit, we kill him. We did not crit. So now... No, he won't die. So what I can do is... I will pass. So now he will get some fortitude. Or negative fortitude. Or corruption, I guess it is. So he gets some corruption. But now... Yeah, I just trivially kill him. Because he has no armor. Because that guy has so much slash bonus. Suffering from success, man. So this reduces slash. Gives health initiative. This is 16 mana chaos. I'll take the chaos for the witch. Very nice. Except for the fact that we have to arrange it. Can I fit this jacket in? Yes, I can. Okay. Alright. I will actually only go for one plus fury. Actually, that's what I did last time, and it's still too much damage. Okay, so this guy has a lot of armor, so now we can test this fortitude. Because I don't think... It's 594. No, I do. If I crit, I just trivially kill him. And same with those guys. Maybe I shouldn't apply the fury if I want to test my hypothesis. If I crit, I kill him, which is fine. We did crit, and we did kill him. So we're just playing to win the combat. So the witch's debuffs are actually very strong, because the paladin dips off of them as well. We just killed this guy. Now the witch hits him, the paladin hits him with big slash damage. And we kill him. Ooh, a ring. Affects weapons, slash and crush and chaos. Wow. Yeah, that's... Well, actually, let's have a look at this. Acid vampirism. Vampirism's okay. No, the ring is just too good. Because we already are playing swords. And... I mean, we're playing the vampirism right now. But that's not necessarily gonna be true forever. If I flipped this like that, is there any way to fit stuff? To fit two pieces of armor? So the like one of these helmets, one of these, and this ring. So I could put it like so. I could put it like so. And then I'd want... No, it's very awful. It's awful because we only have 2x2s and we can't fit enough 2x2s. So if we do it like this, we can fit a 2x2 and so two 2x2s. If we do it like this, we can only fit 2. And this is... What were we doing before? We were doing this. Okay, so this is by far... Oops. Okay, this is our best chance. And still, we can't fit all of them. Oh, were we doing this actually? We were. And then we were doing this, I think. And then, yeah, that. So, we want the ring. I mean, our best spot is like here. This increases... This gives us some crush, which gets multiplied by the fortitude. Or it gets... we get plus... We get, yeah. Another bonus 38 damage for the crush. Getting a little bit of crush damage is actually very good. But maybe the 4 chaos is better. But the witch has no weapons. These deal crush damage. Well, we can just give crush damage to the witch. Which are the items that gave chaos? This one, only that one. This one gives mana, which is good. So we can go chaos, and then this gives chaos to weapons. So we'd have to take these two weapons out. This would go back as normal. So right now the witch is on 38. So this increases our chaos to 46 if we lay stuff out this way. But we lose all of our vampirism. Or, well, most of it actually. We still retain some. Where from? How do we have vampirism? I guess the witch must have 50 vampirism as a base stat. Okay, well that changes things a bit. Let me go back to my previous setup and see how much vampirism we had there. I think we had something like this. It's possible that this was touching 4 instead of... Oh, sorry, all 5 items instead of just the 4. But yeah, that we go from 50 vampirism and 525 health to 134 and 1000. So this is just too good. We wanted the ring because it does chaos. So we forget about the chaos and we just give ourselves the additional slash. So now when we do this, we lose what? Some health and some vampirism. So we go down to 168 instead of 252. And we lose 200 health. But we do way more damage. Yeah, for the elite, I think this is better. Doing the extra amount of damage will be very good. Because, well, I'm trying to think. If the enemy has negative fortitude, then... If it's negative, and I'm only doing 28 crush, but they have like negative 40 fortitude... Does that mean I do 40 plus 28 equals 68 crush? And then 40 to the slash and 40 to the regular damage? Maybe. We can try it out. So now we have these two hammers, which will go back to the paladin. I think they were like this. And this helmet can go to the paladin as well. Or actually, we can take it to the witch, because then the witch can utilize the extra bit of... health and vampirism, but oh wait, no, the paladin can utilize... Oh, I didn't realize we could stack hammers like that. He'll get extra armor, so yeah, I'll do that. Armor and what else? He loses some initiative, which is good. We want the paladin to attack after the witch, so less initiative is good. Yeah. Ideally, the witch would have more initiative than us, so that she can apply the debuff before we attack. Which, can we do that actually? We're getting 42 initiative from this, and 6 initiative from this. Which takes us up to 96, so it means that we have 48 initiative without these two items, and the witch has 23. Does she have any items? That gives plus 12. But the problem is that if we take this off, we lose 8% crit. Which is not the worst thing in the world. It would mean that we attack after the witch, which is nice. I didn't mean for that to happen, but it did. Witch. Okay. Okay, I figured out the... ordering. It was actually quite tricky to find this setup. And then we take this here. So now we have 54 initiative and the witch has 65. So now the ordering will be better for us. Okay, now with that change, can the ring buff 3 weapons? I'm actually realizing now, if you look at the entire shape here, we can rotate it 90 degrees anti-clockwise and it will fit better in our inventory, like this. Like so. So now this opens up many more spots at the top. Or like it opens them up in like a way where they're closer to each other. Because we had this column here of just ones, which wasn't useful at all. And just to confirm, this is buffing 3 things, this is buffing 4 things. So we're getting the same crit chance as we were before. We're only missing some crit from something, because we had 70 something percent before. Oh, that was from the hat. Yeah, we're getting 8%. Yeah, so we're losing that 8%. Unlucky. But now the ring, can it buff 3 things? I still think the answer is no. It can buff 2 things, which will have to be good enough for us. So we'll do this. Alright. Let's go to the deity. Yeah, I should have done the deity first, because whatever we get here, it might change all the theory crafting I was doing. Affects weapons. Crit, damage and chance. Yes, it does. Okay. We take this. We're very happy with this. Now we lose all the armor and we're focusing full weapons. This ring, for each weapon it affects, gives more % chance than this sword. So everything has to be centered around this ring. Every weapon. So that probably means we'll get one of these hammers in our inventory. The hammers are actually very good on the warrior as well, because they do a lot of crush. So we're going to be adding a lot of crush damage. So we're going to be dealing with armor more easily. The only problem is that this ring messes with our initiative, because it gives plus initiative to all of these weapons. So the witch is going to be second. So then this whole hat thing. Yeah, the whole exercise of trying to fit the swords was useless, because now we have to fit them around the ring, and trying to fit the hat was useless, because we have to... It's not useful. We want the crit back on the warrior. Okay, so if we max for crit, I think this is about the best we can get. We're buffing 6 items. This ring only buffs 2. We can't really hope for more, because like everything is fanned out around the ring, so it would be very hard to get 3 items touching this ring, if not like literally impossible. Alright, it's gonna be very hard to fit anything more than this. So now I swapped these around on the witch, because this just gives more health, more vampirism. This, yeah, is just half of that basically. I don't want to use both of them, because then it's hard to get... Well, do I? Yeah, so what I think I'll do is I'll just get rid of this. I'll put this here, or actually this here and this here. So now this buffs 2 extra things, this still buffs the 4. And the witch has way more vampirism. Way more than it will ever use, by the way. So, what? It got 80 acid damage, and that's all the damage it does. So it doesn't need all this vampirism. So then maybe we do some vampirism on the paladin instead. We put the chest plate back. So now the paladin has some vampirism. So yeah, the problem with this is now we have no vampirism, but we're getting 1.13 times 0.89 extra damage. So on average, we are dealing basically double damage. So, let's get going. This should be pretty easy. Usually the elite are just the single one. So, we definitely want some fury on us. So that gives us 435. How does this guy work? Attack power attacks the enemy with the highest defense, which... Is that the paladin now? We have 771, the paladin is 2570, yeah. And the witch is 1500. So actually we have the lowest defense power now, because we lost all of our vampirism. And we're only on 600 health, so we're super squishy actually. Wow, okay. Attacks the enemy with the highest defense. Every 2 turns attacks a random enemy. Deals bonus damage based on the current forms. So he hits for 200. We should be fine to take even like 2 or 3 hits. So what we're gonna do... 400... We're going to apply another 400 to us, I think. Because that all gets multiplied by our crit. So we're in it for the long run. We're going to restore some mana here. Because we can afford it. These guys have a lot of defense. So these guys are not worried at all about anything. And we're going... We might actually do a triple restore. And I want the paladin to hit all his armor. Because, like, he's very good at it. So... I'm just going to restore my mana without worrying too much. Everyone's healthy, so I'll just do another mana restore. Everyone is still healthy, so I'll do another mana restore. Alright, so now that should be easily... Oh, I only kill him if I crit. So I do 2100, 600, 2160 damage. Because I get the 266 bonus 3 times for each instance of damage. 266 times 3 is like 800 or so. 800 is like 2000. Well, okay, let's actually do it accurately. 266. So this is the calculation. 2568 is his health. We do 1182. That 1182. To it, we add the 266 for each instance of damage, which is regular damage, slash damage, and crush damage. And then the slash damage is directly to health, so it gets applied again. So that's why we add the extra 194. And when you subtract all that from 2568, you get 394. Alright, I'm going to stop over explaining all of this now. We crit with almost 100% certainty, so he dies. Mana dodge. Mantles get mana. Health armor. Helmets get health thorns. Extra mana on mantles. The witch would want mana, but we have no mantles. Oh, that's a mantle. But just a single mantle with 6 mana. We're okay. We'd rather give thorns to the paladin. This is also the more expensive item, so we prefer to resell it. This has paladin written all over it. Well, actually, it literally says paladin right here. So, affects armor, dodge, initiative, chaos. Hello, we like chaos. We lose some vampirism, but that's okay. Hammers. We don't have that many hammers. One of them is being used here. So I think we just... Well, this is a weapon. Can we use the weapon here? Not really. Oh, it's paladin only anyways. Okay, we take this. Now, how do we do this? So our chaos goes from 38 to 78. Honestly, the chaos is not that big of a factor, is it? Because... Well, no, because it also affects the paladin, and it affects us 3 times. So it's like 5x. So this is plus 40 times 5, it's like plus 200 damage every turn. How much vampirism does the witch have without? 50. But the witch, yeah, the witch doesn't do that much damage. So this vampirism is just overkill. Definitely we do this. This affects armor. This is armor. This affects helmets. That's a hat, not a helmet. That's a hat, not a helmet. That's a hood, not a helmet. This is a helmet. And this is a helmet. And this is a hat, not a helmet. This is a helmet though. So this will affect 3 helmets for plus 24 thorns. And he is the highest defensive power character. Oh, we just lost... The witch just lost so much health, though, when we removed the necklace, is something I failed to realize would happen. So I guess we can do this, so she gains some amount of health, at least. Helmet, helmet, helmet. Those are our 3 helmets. We want this to give armor. This is just benefiting. So, meh. How much crush damage does this? Quite a lot of crush damage, but it's a very big item, so maybe. Health and vampirism. We want the 1 vampirism item, I think. This we'll put in the top left, because we do want to use it. This will... Oh, what? Oh, this is a warrior only item. Never mind. Let's just go back to what we did a second ago. I think it was like this. No, it was probably like this. Only 21 vampirism, now it's 63. Yeah, I think I was doing this. Yeah, whatever. There's no way we're fitting this into our warrior. Never, so we just trash it. This we won't trash. It's very big and it doesn't do much, but there's no reason to trash it right now. We can do it later. Take another elite. The problem is we have no vampirism, so no way to restore health. We should switch... On easy fights, we'll switch the items around so that this guy gets a bit of vampirism, I think. Applies Fury. Let's do that. 435 Fury. I think it should be enough. We do 1100. This guy only attacks what? The enemy with the highest defense, attacks all enemies, applies thorns to itself with 150. I don't want to take too much damage because I've realized it's hard for me to heal it. I mean, I guess I can on like a regular fight, but I don't want to have to go through the whole rigmarole of that. So here we didn't take damage because our armor absorbed all of it. Now we can start attacking. So the paladin will deal some amount of damage to the armor. I don't know how much. Not much at all. I don't need to restore mana. I'll just start hitting him. Okay, I don't think we're gonna get hit again. Acid damage, dodge. Staffs get chaos. Affects weapons, lose health armor, gain dodge, crit damage, very good, and chaos. This gives me... This is just a strictly better ring. So if I were to find a smaller weapon here, that'd be great. If it was just like a second one of these would be great, because then we could fit a ring here that buffs 2, and then we could also be using this ring. The plus 8 chaos to staffs is good, but our witch doesn't have staffs. So we'll take this. This gives more chaos. The witch doesn't have any weapons, so unfortunately that chaos will go to waste. Yeah, our current setup is good. The question is, do we prefer the 12% crit? We lose some armor, which isn't great. We go to what? 137% crit. Yeah, that's way better, I think. Okay. Oh, we get a second item. Helmet for warrior. We're not fitting that in. Gives chaos to staffs. Armor, initiative, warrior only as well. We take this. It's 120 gems, yeah. We just take this and sell it. campfire. It's actually good. We'll restore some health to our warrior. Or to ourselves, I should say. Cursed obelisk that increases sentinels, damage, and chaos. That increases sentinels' health and armor. And order. I prefer to increase his health rather than his damage. Because we deal a lot of damage. We just need to not die. We're very squishy. Oh, I should have... No, actually I'm on full health. I was gonna say I should have rearranged my items, but it's not needed. 264. I'm on full mana, and I'll restore some. So, the quickest way to win this is with Fury. I'll take 25 thorns damage. Applies corruption. Attacks the character with the highest attack power. That's not good, that's us. Attacks the character with the highest defense. So I think... Can we kill this guy if we crit? Yeah, we almost certainly crit, so he's dead. Okay, very nice. It's a hammer. It's a weapon. Mana gives us a lot of crush. 100 crush. This is only 90 crush. It's strictly smaller, but it still won't help us fit a ring in. Health dodge initiative. We take this. We replace it. But yeah, it's not much help. Unless we were to do this. Hello. There we go. So now we get the extra slash and crush. Yeah, not much better we can do. Oh, we can give an extra hammer to the paladin. We can't, because like we want both of these. Yeah. Alright. Oh yeah, we have to... We're not using our potions. What's this? We lower the enemy's damage. And we give him minus 400 fortitude. So that's just an insta-kill on our build. 2000 damage. Mana. I think we take this. And we don't equip it. I think we keep... Well, no, we don't need both of these equipped. So we keep one in our inventory. Alright, what lies ahead? We can lose some... Oh, the witch is on very low mana. I should have taken the mana and given it to the witch. That was very bad. Do we have a potion ahead? We do. We should make sure to go grab that. Well, actually, the witch's mana ability isn't that great. So we don't care about her losing mana. Where are the elite, first of all? Up ahead, way ahead. We don't need to worry about them right now. No choices we make here affect what elites we get later. So, yeah, I was thinking about deity. We lose some mana. We get a good item. Honestly, we have a lot of items. So, I'm not gonna go deity. I'm gonna go left for sure. And probably training to give myself something. I don't know what yet. So we deal double damage. With certainty, with near certainty. So this... I think this should die, because we're dealing... Oh, more than double. Slash damage. So, attacks the character with the highest attack power, highest defense. I think we just attack this guy and we kill him if we crit, which we did. We're gonna take some damage from this guy, but it's only 80, so our armor absorbs it. We killed this guy, so he can't hit us. now my minions take care of this guy, I think. Oh, they don't actually. A hammer. Ooh. Ooh! Hello! I'll take a jagged sword, please. Thank you very much. We do this, I think? Yes. I'm just thinking, can we move the ring one to the left so that this sword is like this? But we can't because we need these spots here on the left. Yeah, I don't think we're gonna do much better than this. Oh. Plus 80 armor. Yeah, we can take that actually. Oh, what does this do? Plate armor only. If we place it here. Double effects from auras. Do we have any auras on armor that will be useful to us? I guess we could get the good vampirism item from the witch. Because the witch is not fully utilizing yet. Yeah, I actually quite like that. Because now this strong vampirism gets doubled. So now we have 168 vampirism, which is not shabby at all, and we get all of our crit bonuses. We just lose a bit of slash and crush damage. But that means we can give the witch some extra chaos. And some extra damage. Yes! I think we have become a lot more powerful. And now this does more crush damage than this, so we'll replace that. And I think we're looking good. Is there an armor I can fit in here somehow? No. Shouldn't even think about it. And this helmet also gives me armor. The only problem is that the witch has very low vampirism. But she hasn't got the highest attack power nor the highest defense, so she's not going to be getting attacked much. We just need to look out for enemies that attack the lowest defense character. And even if that does happen, she can restore health with vampirism, so just need to be a little bit on the lookout. We go here to try and get an ability, crit damage or crit chance or mana. I think we go crit damage. Crit chance over 100% is not useful for us. We failed. We definitely do an extra roll on this. Very nice. Okay. Highest attack power, highest attack power, highest attack power. Okay, so they're all attacking me. Which I'm okay with, because now I have vampirism. So I just do this so that number go high. These guys are gonna deal with him. I'm gonna target the high health guy. Easily one-shot him. And then we'll one-shot the last guy as well. Oh! What? I mean, we lose initiative and chaos, but that 30 crush, 130 crush, sorry, is so good. On a... Oh, wait. Oh, this helmet, it could have fit in this little spot if it was flipped. Oh, we would have gotten an extra bit of crit chance, extra vampirism. Both of these items are great. The paladin, can he fit in that extra crush damage? He'll go up to 290, that's so good. Oh, wait, we can do this, and then I think we can do this. So we get more vampirism. I like it. And we get crit chance. So now we're at 100% crit chance, so we don't need to worry about missing. We don't need to heal, we'll go battle. Hopefully we get a decent item. I do this, and then I restore some mana. Just because I can. Is the witch ever gonna get hit? Random character, defense, attack. So let's kill this guy so he doesn't attack our witch. How much dodge do we have that we dodged? 17%, wow. I didn't even realize I had any dodge. I dodged again, wow. Not like I need to dodge. Mana and order. Wow, getting a bit of extra order would be great, but I don't have space. Affects weapons, gives vampirism. Vampirism on the witch would be good. It would make me worry less about her. And she gets some extra mana, which is good for her. Getting a bit of extra order is very nice, because that gets tripled. But there's just no feasible way to fit it in. I don't think. So we take this. And we give it to the witch. Now, what do we do with this? With this? Crush. We lose a bit of chaos on the witch. We can't really give it for the crush and slash to the warrior. So if we move everything one up, that doesn't help, does it? No. What if we did this? Would this work? I don't think so. Oh, that affects weapons. Oh, that affects weapons. Oh, right. Well, this is as good as what we had before. It's just ordered in a stupider way. Yeah, this is what we had. Actually, everything was moved one up, but that doesn't matter. Sure. Do I want to give him vampirism? He has 60. No, not really. Some mana, nah. Meh. Okay. Do we need to use mana? We're dealing... Wait, what? Why is our damage so low? Is my build off? I thought I was doing like 300 base damage. Okay, I guess I do have to do that. Oh yeah, I didn't check for the guy's attack. Attacks are random, highest attack, attacks are random. So we want to avoid witch attacks. She's already been attacked. Oh, so now that I have 100% crit, it's automatically calculated, I think. Oh, okay. He attacked the witch again as the random target, but the witch dodged. So I got unlucky, but then I got lucky. No way. Health mana. Can we fit it onto the witch as a cheeky piece of armor? Health dodge initiative. We kind of like the initiative on the witch. Not really, because she's never gonna have more than us because of this. And she's never gonna have less than the paladin. So it's just a question of whether she attacks before the enemies. which doesn't matter that much. In fact, we probably want her attacking after the enemies, so her having lower initiative, because then her vampirism is more likely to heal. So, all that is to say that we can get rid of this. I will sell one of these already, and we'll do this. And now this opens up our space for that. Alright. Oh, choices here. We have an elite on this branch, so that means taking a potion, which is less good. Blacksmith was a gem, right? Gem, but then it's pretty crappy. The elites give us items, and we're already pretty limited on our items. We've got this build figured out. The paladin just has a bunch of armor. I guess we can improve the witch by getting her more chaos. But is that worth it? I'd rather go... I think blacksmith is by far the best options out of these four, so I think I go here. Oh, yeah, these are gems. Okay. So I can get slash damage, vampirism, or thorns. Oh, I can open my bag in this screen. I didn't think I could. So, a vampirism, who would I give it to? The witch, I guess, because she's the squishiest. What's the chance for that? 6. Thorns is crappy. Slash damage is very good. Wait, are we not doing any... Oh, we're not doing any crush damage now. Why? I took this out, right? What was I using to do crush damage before? It wasn't the hammer. I got this small item that did a bunch of crush damage, but then I don't remember what I did with it. I don't think I sold it, but I must have, because it's not anywhere. Oh well. So that's why our attack was way lower, because we lost all of our crush damage. Extra slash. Yeah, I'm thinking if there's any way I can get crush damage onto my warrior, but it doesn't look like it. There's no way I'm fitting this anywhere. I'm thinking maybe I can remove one of the swords, because like all it does is giving me like 4% crit. Like if I were to equip this, it will also gain the benefits of the ring, but there's nothing I can fit in here. Yeah, so I'm looking for a small crush damage item. And I think... Honestly, I think I take the slash damage. If we miss, we have a lot of extra rolls, and we just want to be focusing high damage at this point. So we just put it on this, I guess. Very nice. Not having any crush damage is bad because the witch applies the negative fortitude, so we're losing 1 instance of damage, which is never good. 156. We definitely want to go Fury here. Oh yeah, I didn't check who's attacking who. Highest defense, that's us. Highest attack, that's us. Oh no, actually, highest defense might be the paladin. It is. Okay, so good. Do we OTK him? We kill this guy. Yeah, let's kill this guy so he doesn't attack us. Then my minions will take care of this guy because he has so much negative fortitude. And now we probably OTK him. So let's see if this includes crit damage. I think it does. Oh no, it doesn't. Okay. So we have 100% crit, but it's not in calculating the damage with crit. Acid damage, chaos. Crush damage order. Massive items. Not great. Yeah, we can barely fit anything in. Can the witch use some acid damage? No way to fit it in. So whatever is more crystals, let's take this. I think at this point we just win. Like, there's nothing that can go wrong, pretty much. Some story. All of my characters are near full health. The witch is the least. Who are these guys attacking? Highest attack power, random character, highest attack power. So let's kill this guy. Should be able to OTK him, I think. 700 plus about 284 is like 980, about 1,000, 2,000. No, actually, I'll leave him on like 300 health, I think. Oh, I didn't. Okay. Oh yeah, because I do over double damage. I do 1 plus 169%. I'll restore some mana. And I'll heal to full health. Armor, fortitude. This is armor, fortitude order. Can the paladin use this? Nah, just sell it. Alright, what was this? Alright, new ability. Deals damage to the target, applies speed and focus. What was focus again? Bonus slash to the target based on thorns. We'll take this to figure out what focus is. Let's take a mana potion because we don't have one. We'll actually equip it and use it in the next battle on the witch. Elite deity. Like, we'll get so many items. I can't be asked with rearranging. Blacksmith gives a gem. Training increases our base stats. Let's go here, because then we don't have to take this potion. We can go blacksmith twice. Slash damage. I was hoping for crush damage. Oh, I'll take acid damage, actually. That's another instance of damage on our warrior. This only has one enchant space. This has two. Okay. Random. Highest defense, highest defense. Okay. 1300, 975. I think this might just outright kill him. Oh, he dodged. Okay, well, they're targeting him, which is good. He attacked me, which is good. So now next turn, if he doesn't dodge me again, we should be able to kill him. Oh, we didn't. Okay, so we are very weak without the fortitude. But now with the corruption, we should be able to kill him if he doesn't dodge. Okay. So they're targeting this guy. This guy is on 400 armor still, he's fine. Let's kill him. Oh, he's healing. Okay. Acid, Vampirism, Chaos, Crush, Fortitude. I guess we're interested in Crush. There's no way we're fitting it in, but I guess we just take it. Here, Crush, please. Chaos. I can give Chaos to the Witch. Vampirism is okay. I think Chaos might actually be the best option here. We low road, so that's good. Does she have anything with enchant slots? Yes, that has an enchant slot. So it looks like only epic and legendary items, or epic and divine items have enchant slots. So let's give her some chaos. Very nice. Here we definitely want to get the fury bonus before anything. We might actually go double fury. Enemy with the highest power every turn attacks the enemy with the highest attack power of 230. Yeah, he's only attacking me, so I don't mind. He's not gonna do anything to me, I'm fine. I'm actually going to go with another. Now we're on very low mana, so I'm gonna restore some mana. He's hitting for 280. Gives himself armor. Otherwise, he just applies fury to himself. He's only got 50 fury. That's nothing. We'll be fine. Oh, now he's my highest defense character. Very nice, so I'm not even taking any damage. Oh, when he knocks his armor down enough, then I'll become the highest defense. But we can restore 10 more. Now he might attack me, potentially, I don't know. He did. Alright, now we just easily kill him, and I think we restore not to full health. Okay. Effects, swords. Everything down. Oh, that is a very good item. That is a very, very good item. Mantle. Oh, effects mantles. We don't have that many mantles. If placed near the left edge, item stats improve after each combat. Gains chaos. Oh wow, this chaos, it's chaos. 35 acid damage on a staff. This buffs swords only. This gives 6 and 14. This gives 6 and 12. We don't have 2 spaces available to move everything down. We'd have to rearrange stuff. We'd want to keep the helmet. So how many free spots do we have? We have 5 free spots. This takes up 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, at least 10, probably 11 because we're never putting anything up here. So really these first 2 rows are taken up. My worry is if I start rearranging stuff, It's gonna take me so long to arrange it back in order. Health, vampirism, chaos. Acid damage. I think we put this on the witch. This affects weapons. Oh, so it's useless. This won't fit in. Oh wait, this what does it do if it's on the left? Gives vampirism and chaos to mantles. Jacket, jacket, mantle. So we have just the one mantle. This is giving 10 chaos. This will be giving 20 chaos. If I rotate everything 180 degrees, this still won't fit in, right? Because we'd be trying to fit it in like this, essentially. What does this give again? Crit chance, initiative. We can just replace it, right? Oh, this is a witch item, I didn't realize. Okay, we're not using the hammer, so we can get rid of it. So this is gonna come here. This is gonna get rotated up to here. This is gonna get rotated up to here. This here. This here. No, actually it was like this. So now this affects mantles. So this is my only mantle, so that needs to come here. That probably is better off here. I don't have any other mantles, do I? Jacket. Oh, I forgot to use my mana potion. Oops. Health, vampirism, chaos, and it gains chaos after each combat. So our chaos is pretty high right now. Oh, maybe we can fit this in. Can we? No. No, I don't think so. Oh, we can, I think, if we do this. There we go. Perfect. Okay, now, how do we fit this? I have to pause here. This will take way too long to figure out. Okay, I'm gonna clear out my inventory first. Don't think I'm using this. There's a lot of free space in the witch's inventory. But yeah, I'm not gonna use that. That's Fortitude, Crush. Crush on a small item is okay. Maybe I don't get rid of it. Crush and Slash on weapons. I don't have weapons that are outside of my warrior. I think I'm gonna get rid of these. Okay. So now I will just rearrange everything the same way it is right now, but in my inventory. 2, 4, I have 6 spots. So let's line things up here. Actually, let's do it on the left side, so it's closer to my inventory. Now, let's start lining things up. So top right corner, this is next to it, this is next to it. I want to retain the order. I'm gonna pause here, actually. Oh, I had to unpause for this. Look at this, it's so beautiful. Okay, so I just did this, and if you rewind 5 seconds, you'll notice I think my crit damage was higher before. So I'm going to revert, not only because my crit damage is lower now, but also because I noticed this. Battles remaining before item disappears, 5. So I think I'll have to go back to my original. I know this was in the top left. I have to remember where everything was. Where everything else was. Wow, I managed to recover it. Okay. So this is what we were... Oh, actually, no. It's still 169. So it's about as strong. Before we were at 167, I think. Our crit chance was higher, but... that doesn't matter once we're above 100%. I guess it's this ring that gives us the extra bit of crit damage, which makes a difference. So maybe I could have optimized it a bit, but honestly, I'm just selling this for 160 gems. This has... There's no way we can fit this in, because we only have 5 free slots, and this has 6, so even if we were optimal with the positioning. So, go campfire. Everyone's max health. My characters are talking to each other. Oh, this guy's not max health. Guess we can heal him. Elite, we prefer the training, so we'll go right. This guy attacks, highest defense, highest attack. So that's us, so we don't mind. So we go Fury, Fury, regain mana. Oh, he's attacking the paladin more than me. I think now he's gonna attack me, because he's attacking the highest power, but I dodged. That's very good. I can take the opportunity to restore mana once again, and then I'll start hitting him. Damn. We hit hard, bro. Thorns and initiative. Gives armor and thorns. Rotate automatically after each battle. But oh, we cannot rotate it. Okay, that's an interesting item. So it rotates the items it buffs. Because, like, it only buffs the up and right spot, but it rotates. And this is slash damage buff. Warrior only. Oh, both of these are warrior only, so no shot. We're using either one. We take this because it's more gems. And this ring is mana, initiative, order. We don't care. This is paladin only. Gives order. We don't care about order. We take this because it's more gems, and we just get rid of them. Come on, give me some... What's it called? Not these stuff. I wanted the damage, the smash damage, or whatever it was called. Crush damage. This is the best. We have extra rerolls. We go for it. Very nice. Let's see what we get. We lose mana. Do we accept... sure, we can get some good chaos stuff, and we don't need the mana. Chaos for the witch, I mean. Aura gives health, armor, and order. Health, armor, this is crap. And what does it affect? Armor. Maybe it's slightly better. 210 armor. So it gives more health, more armor. Honestly, I just sell it for gems, because it's more gems. Blacksmith. Potion, campfire. We go blacksmith. Chaos, acid, thorns. Chaos is the best here. We give it to the witch. Oh wow, we rolled a 1. Does the witch have anything that can take an enchantment? It does. Okay, very nice. Only the divine item. What's this? Oh, we buff the final enemy. Sentinel artifacts that drain mana from the entire party and restore its own armor. They may also increase the Sentinel's critical power or damage. Sentinel artifacts that drain a large amount of mana from a random character and restore its health. They may also grant the Sentinel vampirism or thorns. I think we take this one. We hope he doesn't hit us with it early, because after the first few turns we don't need mana. We only need it for the strengthening. Oh, is this the Sentinel? Drains 20 mana from a random character. Increases its vampirism, restores its health. Okay, so we have this, which restores all our mana. So we have a safety fallback. Attacks the enemy with the highest defense power. Also, he has... Oh, he drains 20 twice? Or does he choose either... What I'm not sure is whether he only does this, or only does this, or only does this. Or whether he does this every turn, he does this every turn, and every 2 turns he does this. Guess we'll find out. Applies Fury with triple bonus. I actually never looked at my other abilities. This does double slash damage to the target. So that's very good if we want to use mana. The extra chaos is going to be very good, I think. Oh, he drained my mana. That's amazing. We do Fury. Now if he drains my mana, that's not bad, because we're gonna restore our mana anyways. So I think I do that. He's got so much damage, I think I have to just keep going with the Fury. So how much damage is this? Not enough, I don't think. Our crit is at 200% basically. So we do triple damage on everything, more or less. So this does a base 1800. We are dealing slash acid and regular damage. So that's 474 times 3, which is about 1500. So we get 1800 plus 1500, that's 3300. Then we deal double slash. So that's 560. Almost 600 that goes through to the health. So that's what did you say? 1800 plus 1500, 33. So about 3900 or so. Let's say 38 because I overcounted earlier. So 38, and all of that gets multiplied by 3. So that's about 11,000. Okay, we need more readiness. And we want to keep stacking the corruption before we start hitting him. He's gonna keep attacking the paladin. The paladin, I think this is the last fight in the game, so the paladin can die, I think. Okay, I think we're strong enough now that we can start hitting him. He dodged! That's bad. Okay, the paladin's about to die. I'll keep the vampirism for myself if it's needed. Well... yeah, I think I'll keep it, because if I give it to him, the enemy attacks before the paladin, and he might just kill him before he gets a chance to use the vampirism. He hits for 450. Well, no, actually. 300... oh, and he increases the initiative of the paladin. Okay, so he hits... okay, let's try to keep the paladin alive. Hopefully he doesn't dodge again. Okay. We have just enough mana to hit hard again. Very nice. And this should be over now. Oh, I drank my mana already. Okay, so I need to get rid of this. Alright, there we go. Well, that took a while. So I really am a warrior. The blade feels like part of me. I remember countless battles, but what cost? The gods have done. The voices. Why doesn't the water taste sweet? The strange. It's so strange. Victory's not enough. Run duration was 3 hours 25. If you look at the video, it's 2 hours 40, so that's the amount of time I paused the game. Actually, this doesn't count the amount of time I was alt-tabbed, I think. So, let me actually check. Yeah, on Steam it says I've played for 4.7 hours. Maybe I was AFK before I started recording, though. But yeah, I paused for a long time. I'm just curious to see now what I've unlocked. So we've unlocked 2 new rooms. What's the game room? Unlock dice. So we have 5,000 of these shards. Weak facets, but their numerical values are increased by 3 at the blacksmiths. Also, every time I enter the blacksmith, these dice grow. Okay, so what are the barracks then? I gain stats on the warrior, and I can play as the witch as well. Honestly, I kind of don't want to buy anything just to see how hard it is to beat the base game on like the 3rd difficulty without getting anything. Oh, and you get percentage increased gems on victory versus defeat. Interesting. So my guy, so the warrior we played has the basic attack, the restore health, and the order bonus, so he gives like himself extra damage. The witch has a basic attack. Can we see? We can't. We haven't unlocked her to difficulty. So I think I'll stick. Well, let's see. Restores 10 mana to self, so that's the same, and applies corruption and slow. Chaos bonuses though. So instead of buffing herself, she debuffs an enemy. I think it's strictly better to buff yourselves, because like you can stack damage on yourself, whereas if you have multiple enemies, you can only debuff one of them. But all the strong enemies are single enemies, so that's not too bad. Because actually the witch might be stronger, because all of the elites and all of the bosses are single enemies, so then you debuff them and all your allies attack that one enemy. So the witch is actually more balanced in the game. Medium difficulty, monster damage is increased. Okay. Well, I think I'll be playing a lot more of this game. It's amazing. You guys should get it on Steam. It will be in the description. Yeah, this game is actually amazing. And I'm waffling at this point, so bye.